So I have confidence in our defense. We just need to get a little rush.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, it's Cook.
Attaboy. Attaboy Stevens.
Out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They caught us in a blitz too. That was... I'm not going to toot my own horn, but that was clutch by me. Oh, we need to go. We need to pound this football. We're at the 4-yard line.
Johnson, he's been busy this afternoon.
Oh.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Okay.
So a decent game.
If you're going to hold, do it on when we're on the 4-yard line.
They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
Oh yeah, we'll take that yardage. Let's give it to D Swift here.
2nd down coming up.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across.
Love it.
The 20-yard
Love
line.
it.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a carry for Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
It looks like they're in man, but...
And stacked him up.
From the 22.
Yeah, they are.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
A gain of 9 yards.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Found a little room there.
I love that wham play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
They go to Johnson again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think this is prime time to give it to D Swift, up the middle.
Give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Take that again.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive.
Okay, now they're in a blitz.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slow.
We got him caught in a blitz here.
Into the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to
Oh,
take over this game.
And he is
run that again.
inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking
That's
care
exactly
of his
correct.
guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Okay, I'll take that. Let's cut it right back up.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got 4 down
Didn't materialize how I had hoped, but
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key
that did
here.
work.
Grind
That did
out
work
some
just fine.
yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Let's go Zach Pascal on a little spot.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job.
Or I could hit Galladay on a slant.
And not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's
all right.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did
That was the right decision. I just was a little late getting him the football.
They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
And if our defense keeps playing like we're playing defense, gun spread. That cover 6 is what I like to run against it.
First down, here's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be
Gun
second
split
down.
slot. 2 running
A lot of
backs.
times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins.
Oh my.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Man, how many screens are they going to run?
Well, so far
They
in
are
this
loving
drive,
those
they've done some
screens.
good work. They force incompletions on
Okay, let's get
first and
some pressure
second down,
here.
bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're going for
We've
it.
seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Mm-mm.
And no, it's incomplete. Mike
No, sir.
Got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already.
Look at it have his arm out, making sure he knew where Thielen was. Going to use the sideline. Great coverage.
They're a little bit discouraged here. They can't check out of this game.
Okay, we are going to feed Ty Johnson.
We've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. 2 yards on the pickup there.
I keep trying to run this jet sweep, but it just never materializes. Now, if TJ Hawkinson can block his guy on the edge. Yep.
Here on the jet sweep.
Yep.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
TJ Hawkinson won that block. And then Kenny Galladay got the safety. That was perfect.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the
Look at that.
any way that you can and
Cut it up.
It's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for
Gorgeous.
them. They weren't
Gorgeous.
ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn.
And they blitzed from the weak side. They blitzed from the right, and the play went left. That was perfect.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Okay, we're going to play man 2 up, man deep. Because I do not want Jefferson or Thielen getting solo coverage here.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be dropped following
Okay.
a pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. Now
Oh.
that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Go, Coleman. Go,
Justin
go.
Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Kirk Cousins is struggling.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one.
Same defense. Cover 2 man from that nickel. I'm gonna take Harmon, and I'm gonna help out him with Thielen here. Still find a way to get open. He really peeled that off sharp.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been
what are they trying to do?
Offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
Dalvin Cook broke my ankles on that one. I'm really glad. I'm really glad he didn't find him.
As they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Nope. Perfect coverage. They're trying to hit Dalvin Cook on that angle route.
And maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Cousins again.
They ran the same play.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing.
Same exact play.
So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me.
No.
Offense, they've been stuck in
Adam Thielen has been neutralized today. I love it.
They actually went in reverse. I think this crowd
Love it.
neutral, don't you?
Yeah.
Coleman.
Sure would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive.
Coleman's been all over him.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
Okay.
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
And who would have thunk that pick six was the only touchdown I gave up the whole game?
Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Who would have thunk it?
Again, it's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaking.
Oh, I hope Hawkinson's okay. That is not... That's the second time we've had an injury to one of our stars.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now.
Dislocated shoulder. Okay.
Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he works
get a little extra yardage there at the end.
To the 25. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
25. We gave up 25 rushing yards.
They continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,
all right. Good win. Good solid win. It looks like TJ Hawkinson can still be developed. That might mean that he can play, which would be remarkable. If he's playing with a dislocated shoulder. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Chicago lost. Okay, so we won and Chicago lost. That's big. That's important. We pretty much just guaranteed ourselves a playoff spot with that win. I guess I could use a run stuffing tackle. Just if there's a really good one out there. All right. Okay, let's take a look at Hawkinson. Is he available to play? He is. What is his toughness? He must have really high toughness. He has 95 injury and 89 toughness. Well, that's great. That's great that he can play. All right, Seattle. I'm used to playing Seattle a lot. I'm used to their defense because I played them. I have a franchise that I do the Rams, and of course we play Seattle twice a year. So
It's week 14 of the NFL.
it's like they got Bill O'Brien as their coach.
We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions.
I would love to knock Chicago completely out of the playoffs, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swing.
Oh, yeah?
And you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the
Super Bowl
Lions
frontrunners.
They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
This is prime time, 9-3 versus 9-3.
Time Georgia Bulldogs set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can.
Ooh, this looks like prime time for a jet sweep, as long as Jesse James can hold that block.
But he found a way for his team to win.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage.
No, not as good as I would have hoped, but it's still positive.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't.
Got to watch out for Wagner, of course.
Now the former Terrapin, this is
Got to put as much distance between us and him as we possibly can.
35 at the 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
I'm not really afraid of Jamal Adams. He doesn't usually give me problems. Harrison Smith gives me way more problems than Jamal Adams does. So I'm not really concerned about him as much.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
Yeah, Brooks is fast.
One capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard.
Okay, they're blitzing. They're in man. Pretty sure Galladay is going to be open.
They'll try the air now with
Nope.
Stafford.
Cephas.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
They tried to take Shaquille Griffin all the way across the formation.
12 yards there and a first down.
He uncovered real quick.
Now it's Swift.
Yeah. Don't go down right away. Don't let them tackle you right away.
2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz
Stay away from Bobby Wagner.
you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Stafford here. Now he'll pull it down.
Ooh, I probably could have gotten a few more yards.
Keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Okay, I think we should be good.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Yep.
Work it inside the 15-yard
Let's go hurry up with that.
It's all said and done. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A gain of 11 on the play.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a
Get in, Pascal.
team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Let's see, what do I want to run? The wham? The wham actually works pretty well on the goal line.
Because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run for it on first and
There was a crease for a second, but it closed up. There was a crease for a second.
So stop from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
To Johnson again.
Nope.
And the reinforcements
Nope.
come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be on.
All they're doing is really blitzing.
Fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
So because Flowers was so far outside, there's no way he could defend the drag to the inside, and because he was in man coverage, and he was way out leveraged. I've run a slant before in that play, and he doesn't uncover as quick.
I guess when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body.
I don't know if our defense plays half as good as it did last week. Gun spread Y slot. They usually run out of the shotgun in the beginning of the game, but we'll see what they do. Yep, that's what they always do. 9 times out of 10 they start out with a spread and they run out of it.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 17 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
23 yards to pick up there.
Quarterbacks love slant
Stack
routes
by
because
off
they're
week
against
stack.
their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Go down.
Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him
I mean,
down
he
for a
went
loss of
right
9.
around the tackle.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
It was. Gun stack again. We're going to go that cover 2. Because in those stacks, they like to have one go high and one go low.
Second and 19. Another try after the first down. Wilson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5
I love it.
team in terms
I love
of
it.
points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a
Okay, we're going to rush him here.
Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30,
No.
they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Not cool.
When they look at their offense, they
Not
think to
cool.
themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man
Not
involved
cool.
as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
I can't believe they converted. I mean, that is something Russell Wilson would do. He would convert a 3rd and 19 with the rush in his face.
From the 38, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Completion was given up.
Pistol wing slot. They're probably going to run, but they might do something quick.
Give up much run after the catch.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets this one fly
Nope.
toward the back of the end zone. Detroit was up for the
He
chance.
actually
Through
caught
the air,
that.
They force a fourth down.
There is something to
He
a game
actually
plan.
caught that.
Where the guy with that type of...
They run for it with Carson.
No.
Not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
We did.
A yard. He
We
didn't
did
do
get him.
anything. And the Lions will take over.
Perfect.
I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way.